We had recorded the CMAP, we have looked at the measurements. I'm going to push the next exam button on the control panel, and we are ready to record the surface EMG interference pattern. I'm going to click on the free run key so that I can see the free running EMG. I'm also going to increase the volume. What we want is a smooth, steady contraction, and we are going to try 5 different force levels. These are the 5 traces. Notice that we are going to record a sweep of 500 millisecond duration, or 50 milliseconds per division. So this is going to be, let's say, at slight effort, and I like to have an amplitude of about 200 to 300 microvolts. No tremor, no interference. So that's at slight force of contraction. We have automatically advanced to the next slide. So now we will try to do moderate force of contraction. About 50%, 80%. We will ask the subject to relax and then give maximum. And so that was one trial of increasing force of contraction from slight to maximum. Now at this point, you must turn off the free run display. Next, we have to put markers on these traces. So I'm going to push the marker button on the control panel, and notice that we have a red line over here. And I'm going to place marker L1 on the extreme left. So I will click on L1. We have marker L1 over here. Then I'm going to push the trace down arrow key. Notice that trace 3 selected. I will put L1, trace down, L1, trace down, L1, trace down, L1. Now I'm going to push the marker 2 button on the control panel. Use the big dial on the control panel. Move it to the end, something like this. And we are here, the reading says 500 milliseconds. I'm just going to reduce it a tad, 499, because we are measuring time from 0 to 499 milliseconds. Trace 6 is selected. I'm going to click on L2. So that puts the L2 marker. I'm going to use the trace up button. L2, trace up, L2, trace up, L2, trace up, L2. So we have put markers on these traces, and this gives us the measurements of mean rectified voltage for each of these traces, and it also gives us the RMS voltage for each of these traces. We need to repeat this process twice. So we have done it once, and we should push the next key button or the next exam button on the control panel to repeat the process. We will pick up that recording in video number 3.